Are conditions such as chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia all in your head, or is it a real syndrome? Does it is it made worse because of what you think or believe? Is there a connection between your mental issues and your physical health? My name is Tara Troy, and I read the article, Is It in Your Head? Is It All in Your Head by Melissa Schwartz. It was written in May/June of 2005 and published in Psychology Today magazine. The article is about conditions that are said to have psychological factors that play a role in physical illnesses. People with illnesses such as chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia have physical symptoms, but they also have a disease that their psychological state plays a huge part in the condition. I agree with many points in the article, plus my life is very similar. The signs and symptoms, the test results, and the doctor's assessment are to rule out other diseases, not to diagnose fibromyalgia. Evidence is hard to dispute. Once all tests and assessments have been completed and other diseases have been ruled out, that is when diseases such as fibromyalgia are diagnosed. It's the reaction that counts. Personality and the way people act are a huge part. What really matters is the interpretation and emotion reactions to the diseases. It's the way someone reacts to the situation, and that plays a huge part in how the person will feel. A lot of people have a hard time getting back into their old lifestyle. The article states that stress is a killer. It's not just a matter of will. Cognitive and emotional therapy play a huge part in the healing process. Those who do not get help struggle, and their symptoms become worse. They become sicker than they really are. A lot of people think that they don't need to get help. They're too cool to get help when they have a mental issues, but in reality, they need to. They get sick and worse, if not. The purpose of the article is to inform. The author wanted to teach people that people are truly sick, and it's not just in their head. She also wanted to inform people about the correlation between the mental beliefs and a person's physical being. It also wanted to inform people to get help. I agree. I often wonder if there's something hiding. Is there something more to these illnesses and they just have not been found yet? If this illness that I have been diagnosed with is just a catch-all, are the doctors 100% sure it's fibromyalgia, or are doctors tired of testing me for different illnesses? Have researchers stopped researching so they just made up all these illnesses such as fibromyalgia? I also agree that it's the reaction that counts. If you're always negative, your condition, you're always going to have more health issues and negative symptoms. When people have negative thoughts, we produce toxic responses in our body that make us sick. Make a conscious effort to change your thought patterns today and for a healthier you tomorrow. I agree with sad and depression. Being sad and depressed makes symptoms worse and unmanageable. People allow the illness to take over their body. There was a point in time in my life, that's all I did. I would cry, sleep, and barely eat. My life was a downward spiral. I lost all my family, friends, and my life was ruined, or so I thought. Similarities. At the end of the day, all you need is hope and strength. Hope that it'll get better, and strength to hold on until it does. Being happy helps symptoms be manageable. Think positive. We act how we think and feel. When we remove the negative thought, with it goes drama and pain. Happy symptoms are manageable, and life seems to go all right. Life is a reflection of what you think. If your thoughts are negative, the world will see you be the same. And the world you will see will be the same. Sad symptoms make everything worse. Life always seems to be negative. Do not Google your symptoms. As an example used in the article was a guy was diagnosed with HIV, or so he thought. He started to get all the signs and symptoms of somebody with HIV. Little did he know the test results were actually wrong. He became super sick. It was mind over matter. Once he found out he did not have HIV, his signs and symptoms all started to go away, just like people who Google their symptoms. They Google their symptoms, and the next thing you know, they have all the signs and symptoms of cancer or horrible diseases. But in reality, it's just their mind playing a trick on them. So don't Google your symptoms. The metaphor that the author used in the story states, "I never stopped. I didn't realize there was a difference between the Energizer Bunny and me." The author uses the visual symbol that the Energizer Bunny will to make you realize that the person never stopped. She kept going and did not quit. All she did was work, 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 work. The worldview is similar to mine. The worldview of the article is similar to mine because I have fibromyalgia and have dealt with many of the ideas that were talked about. And I see each point that was made. Positive thinking. Your attitude determines your direction. Positive thinking will let you do everything, then negative thinking will. The conclusion. In conclusion with the article, and that someone who is diagnosed with a condition should often think of the positive and not the negative. One who thinks of the negative becomes worse. Do not think about all the symptoms of your condition and what went wrong. In your life, think about the positive. If you remain negative, your life will become a negative experience. If you remain positive, your life will be a positive experience and will be much happier. I often say it's mind over matter. Change your thoughts and you change your world. I would like to think that researchers will continue to research signs and symptoms that are associated with illnesses such as fibromyalgia. I hope that they will continue to research the correlation between physical symptoms and your mental well-being. One last thought. Be kind to your mind. Do what you love. Have fun with your friends. Be kind. Celebrate what makes you special. Eat healthy. Take a break. Connect with others. Give yourself a timeout. Help others. Share a smile. Sing. Give a helping hand. Do things big and small. Be unique. Feel totally free. Be silly. Giggle and laugh. The end.